what?
Okay.
When it comes to like actual PvP, he does a good job, like the way it works.
I
So
think he's
I like
a solid dude, man. Yeah.
He's on my good side. He's the only
Yeah.
one.
Anyway, Conrad, we have some games going on here. It is the first game of the semifinals. It's going to be Evil Gamers versus No Tears Just Dreams. So this is the first place versus fourth place matchup. So No Tears Just Dreams did get into that top four, and Evil Gamers here was going to be able to finish first place overall in the round robin. So this is 1 versus 4, but can this RLS take him down? We'll see. It's definitely going to be interesting to find out. But this team did just lose to another RLS, and it was another RLS that was didn't do as well in the group. So I think that they're probably not too happy about this matchup.
Yeah, they're a little scared. You can tell they're hanging back. This RLS though, they're scared too. They don't want to push in. It's really just a game of who gets impatient first. That's really all it is, and it looks like Love Numb. Nope. Not quite yet. He's just running out to throw that Death and Decay down. They might be stream sniping, so Elysia, if you're listening, yeah, there definitely are. Look at where they're placing the Death and Decay and the trap. They're not even bothering with the right side of the map. Elysia, you should get to moving.
That's what their pillar is. That's where their pillar is. They're just shooting stuff out around them.
Yeah, but
I don't know if there's. I don't know if they're stream sniping, man. Let's not accuse them of scummery. All right.
100% they whispered me.
We don't.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, we don't know. So, I mean,
okay, you want to tell me you did it in the same spot?
It's in the middle.
Yeah, but that's the exact same spot as last Death and Decay was, and you're gonna tell me he's not looking on the stream to see where the rogue is.
I don't think he's looking on the stream now.
And now Elysia's moving around. You want to tell me? Isaac.
All right, we'll see. If he goes, if Elysia was on the left pillar and then they threw it there, then I might believe it. But right now, man, we're having a pretty action-packed game here.
Shadowsight
and both teams are pretty much just hanging out here. And
someone said,
see, it's the same spot. He's just doing it the same spot every time, comrade. He's not cheating.
No, he's moving it slightly to the left more and more.
No, he's not, man. You're dumb. Okay, there's 100 markers up. So
actually, he did.
I can't believe.
I'll link it to you later.
I can't believe this is a real game. And I guess neither team wants to fight, man. This is wait. Let me find this. I'm gonna find this. Someone needs to link the European Arena versus American Arena thing right now, and Wreckable needs to put it up on stream.
Which one?
It's the one that I tweeted. Whether both teams are just sitting on the pillars. But anyway, we are at the 10. We're like 3 minutes into the game. And they are gonna open up now. So we do have a cheap shot there onto Love Numb. He's gonna pop the AMS immediately, and there's the kidney shot now redirected over onto Snipe, and it's actually on his deter. So that is annoying for him. But he's going to get out of there. Master Skull goes up. The flare goes down. There's a full trap onto Desu, the Shaman. And we do see that Alessia is at a 40% HP. He is popping that shield wall immediately, so he's going to have that stacking up. But he's taking a lot of damage even through that 50% damage reduction. But honestly, they need to swap off the Rogue, man. Let that 50% damage reduction fall off and then go back to him. But getting that combat readiness immediately was definitely really good for them. And combat readiness is going to fall off now as long as he doesn't reproc with the Ghoul. Okay, good. It didn't reproc. So it is off now, and we do see that they're going to be back on the Love Numb here. Love Numb taking some damage, just pop that AMS. The smoke bomb goes down immediately. The kidney shot following that up, but now they're going to pop it over onto Snipe, who's actually not in that smoke bomb, so they're not getting too much done. And Alessia is the target, so I think they've realized they did way better on the Rogue last game than on this Warlock. And now already Trinkets, NS comes out as well, and he is going to have to get scattered on that. And oh my God, Snipe is already dead.
Yeah. So he deterred with like 3% health remaining or something, but.
Okay, so we're gonna find out. Look at where the Shaman is, man. Look at where the Shaman is hiding. He knows, man. The Shaman feels it in his bones. He doesn't wanna come out at all. And I think we're gonna have another. We're gonna have to bring up the diagram here, Byron. I think the diagram is needed. I don't know if you can bring it back up for us real quick here while we wait for this game to get started, because this is some intense EU arena action right now. I can't really blame him. I mean, it's probably smart to sit back there, but
well, Destiny should actually be getting.
Think we're gonna engage before 9 minutes this time?
I'm predicting a 9:33 engagement. What
Yeah,
about
there
you?
you go, Byron. Byron brought it up. You know, he can do a little loop-de-loop, little highlight on the on where the players are. You know, maybe a little comparison between between the picture and this. I mean, we do have. Maybe they're gonna go in man. Are they just gonna get? Yeah. Well, okay. Love and them are just saying, screw it. This is annoying. Let's go. It's going to get sapped, though, running in. And they are going to be starting this off. Sniping going to get opened up onto. They're just running in, though. They're going to be going hard onto this Warlock to start, actually. The Warlock doesn't really have a port to go anywhere, so it might actually work out. There's a scatter onto Desi. We do see that the smoke bomb goes down immediately, so defensive smoke bomb there. But Sniping's standing inside it. The port comes out. He ports 1 foot, but he's still just being melee by this DK, and Silver and Hellstone has to come out there immediately. The trap eaten by Desu. He's going to have to trinket that. Runcast goes up. Spirit Link goes down. So you're going through everything. Hellstone already used there by Desu as well, so they can actually swap it over on the Shaman if they do want to. He has nothing left. He's already used every single cooldown that he had. We do see Lovenum way far in there right now. Taking some damage, but I feel like they should just stay aggressive. The Gargoyle's out, man. Just keep it going. Don't let up this pressure. They already got all the cooldowns, but they want to pull back, and I can't believe this. Why are they pulling back, do you think?
I don't know. Same reason that they didn't open immediately. They're a little confused. SoCloud Totem is about to get sniped down. Oh, it's at 39%. And I believe it still stuns, correct? It stuns you, so you can actually DR your own stuns. Charmer down to 76% health now, spamming out the UA, trying to get it off. He does manage to cast one, but I'm sorry, no, he actually managed to get interrupted. Charmer down to 41%. There was a monkey stun on Desu. Desu in a lot of trouble trying to pick up Charmer. Charmer still trying to cast those dots out, trying to throw a UA fear onto Lovenum. He does manage to land it. Lovenum gonna have to sit in that snipe and was caught inside of that blind.
Port though, man. His port was in the middle of the map and he ported, but it's not gonna get him anywhere. Like, I mean, look where he is now. He's gonna be taking so much damage. How is he ever gonna get away? Sniping just teeing off on him right now. If there's any CC on Desu, it could be the end of the game. Another defensive smoke bomb going down here for him. We do see Dance popped as well, but the Dance coming out after that smoke bomb was already, you know, kind of negated. The DK had already gotten out. Charmer trying to pull back here. No CC onto Desu just yet, so Charmer is taking a ton of damage, so he's going to have to tap here. We see the grip on that heal. Desu trying to go for another heal. He's going to be mind frozen. The monkey stun comes out as well. Will a trap land? We do see the port back into the center of the map, though, from Charmer, and just look at this damage he's taking. The scatter is out there, and I think this is going to be it, as he's probably going to go down 10%, 3%. He will fall, and just no way you're going to survive with that kind of a committing pattern, really. You know, I think you either have to commit to the tomb and play the tomb, and just, you know, he walked out all the way to tomb. Either have to kind of relay your port there and just try to commit to living on the tomb, or just keep your port in the entrance and just come out a little bit and then keep porting back.
Actually, like Byron was saying, Byron said that.
That's what I mean. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you have to get through them all, you know. So it's like, because you start on a grand and then the team's just repicking grand.
Yeah, I think it would be cool, but at the same time, it means that you can't win unless you win in a grand game.
Yeah, that's true. But anyway, here we go. Let's find out what's gonna go down. Both teams just chilling, just having a good time, man. We got you know, I'm actually gonna go off. I'm gonna just go into the middle of the arena here and just, you know, we're gonna take a little gander. One team's over there behind that pillar. One team's over here behind this pillar.
Wait, how did you move on your own?
You just click on someone and you click off them.
Click.
And you can
click.
Click on the frame and then click the same frame again.
Do you see
so
my
it appears that neither team is no, I don't, is interested in engaging in combat here just yet. We'll see if that's going to change anytime soon. We have the Rogue kind of just poking around the middle a little bit, you know, having a good time. But both teams, man, not wanting to really start anything up, and you know, it's just
Sniping yells DC or.
That's pretty funny. Oh man, so yeah, so I mean, they obviously want the RLS to start it off, but the RLS has shown no interest in starting it. And I mean, the last 2 games it's been Lovenum kind of just getting frustrated and just running in, but I feel like, yeah, well, it's gonna be the same thing. They're just gonna charge in. They don't want to wait, and he's gonna get sapped. So I mean, honestly, the RLS is kind of getting what they want by doing this. They're just sitting back, and the PHA or whatever is kind of just giving up and just saying, screw it, let's do it. And so they are gonna run in. And we are seeing the IBF AMS already going down. There's a scatter onto Desu. They're going to be going onto this Warlock for now. There's already a cloak, an offensive cloak there from Alessia. The Warlock taking a lot of damage though. A full trap out onto Desu. We see Charmer reporting away there. He's going to pop the demons, or rather the Soulburn Hellstone, which is going to give him a big heal in that demon armor. So nice job by him there. But still, Spirit Link has to go down. Wow. Actually, Spirit Link gets that first global pretty much from the Shaman. He's going to be able to land another big heal out of that. But that major cooldown being gone is a pretty big deal. He did hold his trinket though. All the members from this RLS do still have that remaining. So RLS, looking like they're in a decent spot, but still, not too much spread pressure going out just yet. But it is hard for Oladota, to heal up his team. They are kind of just charging in there, and it makes it very tough. He's going to throw out his port, but his port was pretty close to where the DK was. The DK right back on him, but Sniping taking a lot of damage here. Does have to deter, as we did see that Rogue putting out a lot of pressure on him. The Rogue, though, did use his trinket, so that's something we have to keep in mind.
Another dismantle being used right there. Lubnum being dismantled. Running behind the pillar now, though. Trying to pull the Rogue into a bad spot, and he is being baited, son. This Rogue, at 100% health, puts the DK into that kidney shot. Full dots are up on Sniping. Still swap the dots over onto Lubnum. Lubnum fully dotted. The Urshield is up on Lubnum too. Oladota choosing to throw out the cleanse. For one global, he's removing 2 globals of the Warlock, so it is usually pretty much worth it. Alicia, though, down to 68% health. He does have combat readiness available if he feels like he's getting a little bit low. Kidney shot goes out onto Lubnum. Lubnum down to 55%. Haunt goes up on him, as well as a stack of Shadow's Embrace, including a Shadow Flame. The Shadow Bite's going to bite pretty hard now. AMS is up. Advantage cheap shot onto the Sniping, our Hunter. Hunter down to 62%, 61%. He gets put into a Death Quill. Oladota dispels it away. He's silenced. He's unable to heal right now. He doesn't have Trinket available. Urshield up on Sniping. Sniping kiting away, running for his dear Hunter life. He's summoning his bestial friends to him. Come with me, he says to the monkey, as the monkey follows him. Return to the pillar from whence we came. This is our home pillar.
So they are back to that pillar.
If you commentate this like a role player, I'll give you $5.
I don't know if I can do that, man. We already see the kidney shot coming out onto Lubnum. Lubnum's going to be taking a little bit of damage, and Oladota is going to be put into that silence right there. Alessia taking some damage himself, down to 40% HP, 30% HP, in a lot of trouble actually. Oh wow, he pops that shield ball way too late. May just go down 5%, 4% HP. There's no Spirit Link, remember, 8% HP. Hellstone comes out. The big heal does land. That was so close. Such a late combat readiness there by Alessia. Almost cost him the game. We do see Lubnum is going to be back healed up. When Alessia trying to push forward here, they don't want to let him get a re-stealth. He won't be able to. Hunter's Mark is up on him. He is dotted as well. But they can go right back on him now. As he's going to get gripped in. He has no combat readiness. And he's in trouble, man. He needs to be a bit more careful, perhaps. But if they can connect on him, he could be in a lot of trouble. NECC comes out on Desu. Desu has no trinket, remember. And he has already used his run cast there. He's going for that run cast heal. He will be able to land that on himself and then top him back off. We do see the kick coming out there. I'm not sure exactly what it was on. Maybe the gargoyle from Alessia, but Alessia taking a lot of damage. And NECC could end the game there. Silencing shot onto Desu. This could be it. Alessia down to 20% HP. The blind comes out defensively. Will it be enough? We do see Desu going to be able to get Link off just in time. The second Link comes back up just barely. And Alessia will get healed back up. But wow, yeah, this damage on the Rogue is really working out well. The scatter comes out on Desu. Is there anything for that heal? Nice monkey stun comes in. Defensive dance coming out. Will the trap land? The trap may go down. The vanish comes out from Alessia, but we do see that trap got eaten by Charmer, and that is the only reason he's still alive. He did have to vanish out defensively, smoke bomb defensively as well. Alessia just getting tunneled into is taking so much damage here. They just need one full CC, but they haven't been able to get it on Desu. He's avoiding it. His team is helping out very, very well here. But Sniping pushing forward. There's a silencing shot. Alessia once again does have that combat readiness back up, so they need to swap off him at least for a little bit.
Indeed, Lubnum now at 59%, hanging out behind the pillar, near his home pillar. It's a neighbor pillar, it's in the same neighborhood, but not quite his usual pillar. He's going to throw down the AMZ. Our Warlock is going to try and get some dots back up onto him. Oladota doing a good job cleansing every other global. I'm sorry, that's the word I'm looking for. He does dispel a UA right there. Theory gets put onto our Hunter. Our Hunter doesn't have a trinket available for another 5 seconds or so. Oladota has his available. Our DK does not, however. Preparation coming back up momentarily for our Rogue. He did just use his trinket. He's in a little bit of trouble, down to 41%, 23%.
Silencing shot comes out. This could be it. And 5% HP, 4% HP. He pops out the defensive dance once again. The healing surge trying to come out, but he's LOS to heal. He LOS to heal. He steps back out with the cheap shot, but Desu, could he get interrupted on that? It doesn't look like it just yet. He gets gripped on that heal, though. Do they have a pummel for him? The heal is going to land. No shear available. They did not get that shear. That could have been the game right there, but just not landing that interrupt, unfortunately for them, might cost them. But Sniping is taking a little bit of damage himself. We are at that 20% damage buff right now, actually. But Alessia really seems like this 100DK team has found their target. They just need to get a teeny bit more interrupts, a teeny bit more CC onto Desu, and they can finish him off. He's going to get scattered on that Hex. There's a kidney, though, out on Lovenum. A Monkey Stun coming off that. Do they have a trap available? The Warlock is just permanently stacked on top of them. They're just not letting them land these CCs, man. It's making it definitely very, very tough for them. Runcast coming out here, though, from Desu. Alessia pulling back once more. But Oladota starting to fall behind on the mana, and things starting to look a little bit bad for this 100DK. They're going to swap it over onto this Warlock Charmer. Charmer taking a lot of damage here, down to 50%. Is going to be in some big trouble here, actually, unless he gets a big heal right now. He's going to get silencing shot on that heal, and he is going into Demon Armor, so that's something. He does have to trinket there on that stun. The blind comes out onto Sniping defensively. That's going to help out as well. The Fear going to land onto Oladota. That's going to be Tremored. A big heal there does crit from Desu. Is going to be able to top Charmer back off, but still, the pressure not stopping just yet. We're getting close to that 30% damage buff right now. And this DK Hunter team still just kind of walking at the Warlock, trying to make something happen here. They're going to need the CC on Desu, though. They did force the trinket there. If they could get full CC, it could be the end of the game, but the sense Smoke Bomb does go down once again. We do see the silencing shot came out on Desu. It was DR'd, unfortunately, though, for Sniping, and Sniping now pushing forward here, just trying to get on top of the Shaman, trying to stop those interrupts. We do see, was the shear coming out? No, not just yet. There's the shear now being used. Scatter comes out on Desu. Oladota does the spill off all his dots. Charmer, though, spamming that life drain, trying to stay alive as best he can. He's down 25% HP. Link may have to come out here. The trap lands. That's going to be it. And No Tears, Just Dreams are able to take a long one. They seem to have really kind of sorted out a bit. And I mean, Evil Gamers now down a game. That's a pretty big deal, man. They're one game away from elimination after finishing first in that round robin. How frustrating would that be?
There's some trash talk. There's some Charmer, our witch, because it is a female warlock, attendant of Hogwarts, is going to run back to his master of the elements, the one who shall be reviving his life force. And now our thief is going to open up and eat the trap of which our huntsman has thrown onto the life force reviver. Charmer, our witch, going to use the demonic energies to pour it on out of there. I don't know why I have a British accent for this, but a coil of death on to the Knight of Death. How fitting it is. And now the thief opening up on the huntsman once again. The huntsman attempting to range this rogue, for he is unable to use his daggers at the range. He manages to slice the hunter in his kidney, temporarily stunning him in place, making him more susceptible to the damage.
I don't think the chat's enjoying it, man. We do see Desu's going to be throwing out the G heal there onto Alessia, and Oladota is going back up.
Where's the role
that was amazing.
You need a roleplay.
Okay. Alessia has summoned his bear companion to ride forth into battle. He's going to hide into the shadows, move forward as the thief looking to restart the battle, opening from the shadows to get the advantage. We do see Charmer wants to re-summon his energies. He's channeling his dark forces. I don't know, man. You're way better than me. We're gonna go back to combat.
Alright, our thief appears to look to seek an opener onto Lovenum. He's playing with the fool's mind right now. A good conk on his head, and he's immune to he's unable to do any kind of damage right now. The bridge acting as a gateway from the warlock one side to the other. He should summon his demonic energies right there. He does. That's gonna save that location for him. Lovenum still being hit by our thief. Lovenum is, of course, our Knight of Death. But now we have a dance of sorts coming out onto the hunter. He is going to use his trinket and deter most of that damage. But Charmer down to 50% of his health pool. Our Master of Elements needing to pick him up. He throws some elements on him. The water elements, a riptide, if you will. But our DK says, shh. No words for you. But that Strangulate has ended now. He's attempting to cast this healing surge, and he does. But Desu now in trouble. 23% health, in quite a bit of trouble. He's going to use all their life force together and make them all the same. Back off to you, other god in the sky.
Love Numb has many shadowy dots on him. The bomb smoke bomb gets thrown onto the ground by R3, but he's not able to get enough damage out. He's going to throw some dirt in the eyes of the hunter to blind him, but Desu. Then I'm just going to go back to normal commentating, guys. That's enough for RP. We do see Desu going to be taking a lot of damage here. He's down to 45% HP. Going for the healing surge is going to land it. He's going to get topped off. Lebanon being feared off there by the Warlock is going to be okay for now. And we do see Ola Dota is up top. He's healing, and it's looking like he's fine. So far, Desu, you know, is the one that's taking the worst end of the exchange. It looks like Sniping, though, going to be in some trouble here. Ola Dota needs to get into LOS of Sniping there, who is going to be down to half HP right now. Dotted up, taking a lot of damage, actually. Ola Dota catches the UA Dispel there, and Charmer, Desu, and Alessia looking like they want to reset once again up top. They do redrop the port, and Alessia looking for a re-stealth. He's mounted up. He's going to be chasing down after Lovenum. Lovenum into the cheap shot there. Will be opened up onto. We do see the kidney shot probably going to be coming out here pretty soon. Instead, he's going to pop the evasion. He's just going to continue damaging away. But Sniping wasn't really even on him at that point. So, I mean, they may be able to capitalize on that evasion. A bit preemptive there from Alessia. But at the same time, we see Ola Dota did actually first aid himself up a little bit. We did see the UA Dispel caught there by him. Charmer going to port away, but he didn't actually jump down before he ported, so he just ported to the middle of the map, and they're right back on him. He's at 30% HP. Desu has no trinket if they can interrupt him at all. Silencing shot comes in. This could be it for Charmer. He's down to 5% HP. The Hellstone comes out. I don't think it's going to be enough. 1% HP there briefly. Somehow, some way staying alive with that spam life drain. Oh, it's just really, really good play there by him to go for those life drains. Honestly, no way he would have lived without it. So a great job. He's going to remake his Hellstone now. He was extremely low at some point there. So he was going to be able to come back up now. Ported back in. He's going to throw out the fear, but once again, not going to have the port available, so they could swap it over onto him. But Desu is the target, down to 39% HP here. Taking a lot of pressure, and Desu does land a massive heal on himself. Gonna crit. The Strangulate comes in a little bit too late. Had the Strangulate been in before those heals, he would have been able to finish him off, I think. But Desu actually gonna jump down to the bottom. The NS crits once again. The NS G-heal crit. Gonna be able to top back off. Throws out the Unleash now. And some big crits on those heals. Actually, the only thing really keeping Desu alive.
Yeah, Ola Dota struggling to keep his DK entirely top right now. Dispels the UA. He's going to sit that silence full, throws out the Unleash. He gets Hex though. He gets Hex. He does have a trinket available, but does he want to use it right now? Lovenum down to 31%. Ola Dota running down below. He's going to try and pick him up. May have to link. If they can get a shock on this heal, that would be great for them. If I were this RLS, I would not be trying to reset right now. Our Rogue is jumping off now. He's going to come connect once again. Looked like Ola Dota managed to juke. I'm sorry, I don't believe the Rogue actually ended up kicking there. Ola Dota does dispel another UA though. Combat readiness used by our Rogue. Following that dismantle, probably should have saved the combat readiness till after dismantle faded. Lovenum running away back on his Shaman now. There's going to be damage on Sniping though. Sniping does have double deter available. He has not used readiness yet. Our Rogue does use his Hellstone. He's going to throw up the tricks onto our Warlock. Our Warlock's going to be doing a lot more damage now. There's the dance going on to Sniping. Sniping down 20%.
Sniping might go down. The Soul Drain is real, man, and it's going through that deter, and he's taking a lot of damage. Ola Dota needs to get some big heals out. They need to interrupt that Soul Drain. They finally do. The Spirit Link goes down. Alessia, though, could be in some trouble as he does not have his combat readiness. You know, we need to remember that. They did already force that, so I feel like if they can get back onto Alessia here, they could finish him off, but looks like they're content to just reset. Now, I'm not sure I agree with this. Ola Dota could sit down and go for a drink, but, I mean, here comes the Rogue guy. He's actually going to step up in there, and that's really weird. I thought he would have just re-stealth and stayed on the bottom for now, but I mean, look how much trouble he's in. He doesn't have combat readiness. He's going to throw out the kidney, sure. There's a CS on a Sniping. I think to just deny the trap, but the Monkey Stun comes in. He's going to be able to get hexed off that. The trinket comes out, but will it be enough? Alessia down so low. Chief Death comes out, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Freezing Trap does land. Link comes out. That was just a DR Freezing Trap, but just barely, not long enough to kill Alessia, who did get so low there, 7%, with Chief Death already having been procced, and they've got someone to 1%. They got someone to 7%, but they just can't finish them off. Silencing shot now onto Desu. Alessia still does not have combat readiness, but it's going to be back up very shortly here. And when it comes back up, you know, they're going to have to swap again. The Dance now going to be popped. Dance sap off the blind onto Ola Dota. Lovenum could be in trouble. He's trying to cut out of there. The offensive Cole comes in. This could be it for Lovenum. I think it's going to be it. 10% HP. He's going to get finished off. Almost. Oh my god, the Death Strike coming in, keeping him alive. AMS goes up. Could he survive? The MCS comes out, but it is not enough. He pops his Lichborn, but he popped his Lichborn too late. I don't know if Lichborn was up earlier or if it just came off cooldown, but how do you Lichborn?
2-2 of our semifinals, the seed number 1 versus seed number 4. Already our DK's running in there, but you know, I don't get why they don't hang back and throw their pets in there. Then you can't get the sap off. The Warlock will be able to dot it, but right now the Warlock's getting dots up on Love Gnome anyway because he was sapped. So AMS does get used. Already the UA is up though, and that's really what's important. But he's used his Trinket, he's his own Holy Frenzy, and he summoned his Gargoyle. I'm sorry, no Gargoyle just yet. Soon it will happen. There it is. So big damage going to be coming up on Charmer. His port's in a bad spot. He can't really use it to as much effectiveness as he would like. Garrote Silence goes up onto Love Gnome, the DK. He's been down to about 61% HP right now. Oladota chooses to Dispel once again immediately after using his Trinket. So I don't actually know what he trinketed, but it's a scary situation for them for sure. If they can get an NS Hex on him, you can see he's trying to get it right now. NS has been used by our Shaman. He hops into Ghost Wolf form, but that's actually what it was used on. I think because it used to be a talent, if you use NS and you hop into Ghost Wolf, it uses Nature's Swiftness.
I think he NS healed, man. Maybe. I'm not sure. But Alessia could be in some trouble here. He's actually taking a lot of damage out in the middle, and Desu has no Trinket. He's going to be Monkey Stun. They're stacked for the trap, but will it land anyway? Yes, it will. That is a full trap. He can't get out of that at all. We need to see combat readiness goes up. He's going to try to vanish out, but he's already flared out of that. The Howl going up on both. There was an MCS to cover that Howl as well. So a nice job with that. The defensive smoke bomb having to go down though from Alessia, which does take away a lot of their kill potential, and he's down to 50% HP. They have an interrupt silencing shot coming in on Desu on that heal. Alessia is going to Trinket something, maybe a Ghoul Stun, I'm not quite sure. But he's down to 20% HP. He's in kill shot range. He's definitely in a lot of trouble. Kill shots coming in. 10% HP. The Monkey Stun was up. The Link goes down just in time. Once again, getting so low, but not quite being able to finish him back off. And at the same time, the Hunter DK just going to pull back. They're going to top back off, and then they're just going to go back in for another round, it looks like.
I don't like this. Our Warlock's going to be able to dot out the pets. He's going to have a Soul Swap available. Also, our Rogue's going to be getting his Cheat Death cooldown back up, his Vanish cooldown back up, his Shadow Dance cooldown back up,
I think it's
our
weird.
Shaman's Trinket cooldown coming back up. It's just not worth it to me. I don't like this soft reset. Also, I like it when people are fighting and not on pillars.
I don't understand. Yeah, I don't get why they think they need to do this. I mean, they even let the Rogue fully re-stealth. I just don't understand where they think the advantage comes from doing this. And now they run in and letting him have a full opener. It seems really weird to me. But anyway, here they go. We'll see if it's going to work out. Silencing shot goes in. And as you said, the Trinket is now available for Desu. He does get scattered, but he has a Trinket if he needs it. We do see a Trinket on the Fear from Snipe, and Monkey Stun comes out on Desu. No trap off that. U8 spell caught there by Oladota. Love Gnome taking some damage. He does pop that AMS, but Charmer taking a ton of damage down to 30% HP. This could be it for him. The Trinket has to come out from Desu, but he's going to be hexed. He's hexed full. I think Charmer's definitely going to go down. Looks like No Tears, Just Dreams are going to take it, but no, the hex does expire. Not that much damage coming out. Big peels from the Rogue, but still NS comes out. Will it be enough? He's just getting PvE'd away on, though. He's just standing straight in LOS, and there's just so much damage coming in. The healing surges are going to land. We need some shocks coming out from Oladota. He just never seems to shear those heals when they need it, man. There's like 3 or 4 heals went off in a row there. No one interrupting them. They could have definitely taken the game right there. And I mean, sheer such a low cooldown at this level. That was one of the biggest things that separated shamans, from each other, was just landing those shears and really not able to do it. So a bit disappointing there. But Alessia is gonna push out.
Fortunately for our Shaman on the RLS team, he does have the Hunter and DK on his side. They are gonna let him get his Trinket back up. Very nice choice of him. Very sportsmanlike. Interesting. Very interesting. I'm kidding. They shouldn't be doing that. They should not be doing that at all. But it is a soft reset. They did let Oladota drink, but it's really not worth it if you ask me. The Trinket is far more important than the mana. Oladota is, he's kind of just able to PvE heal all game. He can just stay far, far away. He's not having to worry about much at all. He does dispel yet another UA off of his Hunter, though. The Hunter gets UA'd once again. Haunt is up on him as well. No Trinket available for our Hunter. Trinket is available for Oladota. Oladota dispels yet another UA. Full dots are up on the DK, but they're getting dispelled off. Seems like Oladota is really pressing his dispel key well this game as opposed to previous games. Alicia, though, in a lot of trouble, down to 40% health. He has used his Hellstone. There's a scatter shot on Desu. No Trinket available for him. Looks like there's going to be no trap on him, though. Alicia gets picked up to full. Really nice job. Love Gnome in a little bit of trouble. 62% health. Oladota 87,000 mana. Desu at 91,000 mana. And they're going to let Desu get his Trinket up for sure. This is after they have summoned the Gargoyle. Really questioning the play here from this Shaman Hunter DK team.
Yeah, I just don't get why they want to reset over and over. I mean, it's like it's rogue teams that want to reset, man. And I mean, now everyone has their cooldowns back on this RLS. I mean, NS coming back up, Trinkets are all back up, Link's back up, Run Gas is back up, Blind's almost coming back up. I just don't get what they're waiting for. I just feel like the cooldowns are way more important from RLS than they are from the Hunter DK team. It's like, what are they? I don't know. I mean, do you think they're literally just thinking hey, if we just turtle, we got them lower than us. We went on timeout.
Maybe. There was a sap on
That's the only
DK,
thing
though.
I can explain it, but go ahead.
No, it's you.
Okay, so we did see Thoughts on sniping. Oh, I'm sorry, Conrad. But the dots are going to be dispelled by Ola Dota. AMS goes up. Charmer did redrop his port on the pillar, so they're kind of committing to playing on the pillar. Maybe this is what that 100 DK team wanted, but he's getting absolutely rocked right now. He's probably going to have to get into the demon armor. Right now, wait, is he in no armor? Oh, never mind, he's in fell armor. So he's in fell armor, but Lovenum getting pretty low as well there. Lovenum got down to 21% HP, in a lot of trouble, actually still dipping pretty fast here. Catches some big heals now. The U8 is fell caught. Link had to go out there, though, from Desu. Desu still has the trinket remaining, but no Spirit Link is available. Lovenum sitting at 60% HP. The blind comes out, Ola Dota. It's going to be triggered immediately by him. He doesn't want to deal with that. There's a grip onto Charmer, but Charmer porting out of there immediately. Good choice by him. Doesn't want to take any unneeded damage, and Lesia pushing forward here. Kidney comes out onto Lovenum. They have full hacks on Ola Dota. This could be some big trouble here for Lovenum. The AMS goes up though. The scatter, the trap comes out. There's a root onto Charmer. He couldn't eat it. So that full trap onto Desu, but no damage really coming out as a result. So he's just going to be able to sit through it. The scatter comes off that though. Now Lesia is starting to rot here. Lesia may want to use that shield wall early on. He doesn't do it though. He's going to get stunned. And he's going to be in some trouble. Still not popping his combat readiness. I can't believe this. The sound shot comes in on Desu. If they can interrupt that heal, the scatter comes out. Still no combat readiness in, but it's going to work out. The dance going to be popped here. He just popped that cheap shot. We do see the Spirit Link going down on the other side from Ola Dota. Ola Dota, you know, getting a little bit nervous, but Alessia getting very, very low, 20% HP. Another big crit heal coming out, bringing him up to 75% heal. We do see that another Insurgent is going to land in Ola Dota. You know, trying to top his team back off.
Yeah, Ola Dota doesn't have a trinket for another minute. Desu did just use his trinket, trying to get the Hex out. Looks like Sniping's completely fine on health. He's getting done by his Warlock right now. Big heal on our Warlock. He's going to hop into Demon Armor. Kidney shot goes out on Lovenum. Hex trying to be cast by Ola Dota. Looks like he might have gotten locked out right there. Trying to push in for yet another. He's actually going to keep his Hunter topped, rather. I haven't seen any shock, I don't think, by Ola Dota this entire game.
Yeah.
And he actually just got shocked himself. It's really funny that I said that. Lovenum now at about half health, goes that AMZ down on himself, in a little bit of trouble here. Ola Dota picking himself up quite nicely. Air Shield is up on that Death Knight. Another redirect Kidney attempt, but it looks like it didn't actually do anything. No, it was on Sniping, I'm sorry. Sniping down to 76% health. No dots on him other than a UA. This Shaman is doing a great job just dispelling over and over and over, making sure that nothing is ever staying up. But the fact that they're not hitting the Warlock, well now they are, but if you're not hitting the Warlock, the dispels don't mean nearly as much. Our Warlock is back into Demon Armor since they're hitting him now at 52% health. Charmer Totem was just used right there to make sure his team gets to stay offensive. Blind was used onto our Hunter as well, though. Our Hunter did just use his on-use trinket. The Gargoyle had recently been procced. It looks like it's going away now. Charmer down to 39%, 40%, in a decent amount of trouble. He's going to port out of there, but he barely moved. The trap lands full, and Charmer is actually probably going to go down here. If this Drain Life doesn't get shocked, I'm going to shoot somebody. He's trying to cast a Hex. It's not getting shocked. I'm shooting somebody, Isaac. He's not shocking it. There he does. He finally pressed the shock button, and so he lands the kill. Oh my god. You saw that, right?
Yeah, I mean, I was actually, like, after we started talking about it, I was actually just staring at the globals of Ola Dota.
So guys, the gates have opened. Let's follow the RMP rogue, because the RMP opener is far more important than the RLS opener. Let's be real. So there's going to be a sap. It's going to be on Chazelle. They're going to open up onto the Warlock of Willhead. Now Mido is going to get the sap off onto Meh, and who's he going to open up on? It's going to be onto Haughty, so that's going to stop the Mage Burst in the opener. Marfin going to run back over. He's going to still trying to connect onto Willhead. Willhead did manage to port away there. Mido already used his Vanish, by the way. A little opening, or a little interesting.
They're going back onto Chazelle though. There's a decrease on him, and look at that Frostfire Bolt comes in, dips him down 37% HP. Ice Lance is coming in, just keeping him low. As after that Hellstone came out, he's still not able to top himself back off. The Grow comes in, the Link goes down. There was a smoke bomb, but Marm actually triggered it there. Has to be careful now. He's taking a lot of damage and kind of just running right at him. So there's the cloak. There's a dance coming in onto Marm. Marm is actually going to blind Mido, but Mido's going to trigger that immediately. Wants to keep his damage going. Marm going to have to pop his evasion. Both rogues popping their evasion now. There's a Hex full onto Haughty. He's going to sit through that. Doesn't want to use his Ice Block. It will break eventually to that that dot damage. And Marm going to be able to get that re-stealth with the help of the pre-shields. You know, nice advantage for him being on that RMP, and we're going to see him get the opener onto Mito as a result of that. Cheap shot comes out, Kidney going to follow that up. Mito may just go down here. Look at this damage. Smoke Bomb goes down, 10% HP for him, and he's in so much trouble. He's still sitting very, very low here. Chazelle gets that NS off finally, is going to be able to top back up to 62%, but Hadi at the same time taking some serious damage, was down to about 40% there briefly before he got top back off, and the Mastery Trinket is up for him. And he is just trying to set this up and try to get some damage going out here. We'll see what he's going to be able to do, though. Marm is going to be blinded up. Is he going to be sapped off that? They got to be sure he can't get a re-stealth. No, he's just going to be feared. We see the deadly throw coming in from Mito as well, just, you know, making sure that he can't get that off. And the Hex actually going to be blocked now, but Hadi put it to the fear right after that. He's going to will out of that. They're trying to go hard on Chazelle. A Smoke Bomb goes down. Ice Lance is coming out into that deep freeze. Kidney off of that. We do see he got a heal off in between somehow. Between that deep freeze and the Kidney, and the ring goes down now. Another Water Ellie is summoned out. They're going to look to go over on a Mito. I think Mito doing a lot of damage now onto Med. He's just going to get, he's trying to poly him, but I don't know what's happening. He's canceling the polys. Deep freeze comes out now. Oh my god, look at those Ice Lances. And Mito just gets absolutely erased there by Hadi with that Mastery Trinket. He just pretty much one-shot him.
Kaboom, baby. Hardcore on like his really high level character, and he's really upset, and the first thing he says is, oh, I'm dead. And it was really, really funny. Anyway, Sap goes out onto Chazelle, a Garrote Silence up onto Willhead. They're starting off on Willhead. A cheap shot by Mito. It's onto Marm. It's going to stop a lot of damage. Willhead's going to pour it out of there at 83% health. Impact Stun goes out onto Mito. Can they get a Polymorph out of that? Doesn't look like he's actually going for it. They're trying to do some damage though. Hooty's target, who will it be? It's going to be Chazelle. Deep Freeze first, followed by the Ice Lance spam. Smoke Bomb does go down. Ring of Frost goes down outside of that. Oh my god, I actually love that play. Anyone that runs into the Ring of Frost is going to get, tries to run into the Smoke Bomb, gets Ring of Frosted. Chazelle trying not to run into it because he knows it's just going to be more and more deadly Ice Lances. Chazelle might want to use another cooldown. He did just use his Health Stone. He did already use Stone Form. He does have Nature Swiftness available, but he's running out of line of sight of this mage, so he should be fine for now.
Yeah, but Chazelle's still in some trouble. I mean, he's not able to get any of these heals off, and he is going to be put into the Kidney. Backstab's coming back out. I mean, yeah, Hadi is forcing the block, so he should be okay, but Garrote coming out. If Hadi could get over here and actually connect, they could do some damage, but I don't know about Marm tunneling him for this long by himself, because eventually he is going to get top back off, and look at his Priest and his Mage. They're falling so far behind, and he's not really helping them at all. So, I mean, this is pretty all-in-ish strategy, it feels like. But will it pay off? Smoke Bomb going down defensively there from Mito. Mito going to step after them, and now Marm is finally going to give up, and they're going to swap over onto Mito. Oh, look at that damage. Oh my god. This Mastery Trinket is just ridiculous. And he gets almost, he actually trinkets the very end and cloaks, lives with 2% HP. The Mage is just, anytime the Mastery Trinket is up, if he gets a cast off, you're dead. That is just insane. Mito is just in so much trouble now. He had to use Trinket, Evasion, and Cloak. He has nothing left.
That was a really good grounding totem right there, by the way. Mito was at 40%. Chazelle dropped a grounding totem out of line of sight, and I'm pretty sure it saved him. 40% health from this mage with the Mastery Trinket. I'm going to say it was a lifesaver. Life-saving grounding totem. Anyway, Water Elemental is pretty low on health if they want to try and finish that off. Looks like Mito's just hanging out in stealth right now, waiting to reopen. His target is Haughty Finn. Marm is currently on Willhead, the Warlock. Marm's going to get opened up on, though. Mito doing a really nice job line of sighting this mage as he's hitting Marm on that, near that starting zone. Marm is down to 50% right now. He's going to throw that dismantle up onto Mito. Mito's going to be disarmed for another half second or so. Willhead trying to get some damage going. Mito caught inside that deep zone. The Smoke Bomb is down. He's in a lot of trouble. Holy Fire even coming in. Haughty, though, at
nice
50%
spear,
health.
Though. Wilhelm jumps into Smoke Bomb, gets a Howl off, and allows Mito to vanish up and turn this around a little bit onto Marm. So really good job just kind of breaking up that Smoke Bomb damage by Willhead. And they're going to swap over to Willhead now. He's caught in the Kidney, taking a lot of damage here. Haughty in a little bit of trouble with himself. It's kind of getting damaged away on. And nice sap from Mito. Gets the sap off on Matt, who was sitting down to eat, and Haughty is hexed up. He is going to be trying to get out of there, just hopping away as a little frog. And he's going to catch the penalty. We'll be okay. So, unfortunately for them, they didn't get as much out of that as he would have liked. But now, the sap going out onto Mito. And also, so just kind of tit for tat, back and forth.
Yeah, tit for tat indeed. A stun goes out onto Marm. Kidney shot is going to sit that full. Nice Ring of Frost is going to mean that Mito can't get to his back in time. Mito at 61% health. The trinket is proc for Haughty Finn. He has the Fingers of Frost up, and Mito's just going to cloak. He says, fuck it. Kidney shot does go out, though, onto Mito. He's being picked up, though. Chazelle jukes. I think he managed to juke that off kick. Yeah, he did. Really nice job. He juked that off kick that came from Marm. Very impressed with that play. Hottie though, down to 29% health. This Warlock is practically soloing him. Mito's going to swap over onto Marm. Marm taking a lot of damage inside that kitty shot, 12%, 16%. He's going to get Death Cold off of that. He's stuck inside that Dismantle as well. He's going to Trinket and Cloak of Shadows on out of there. He's running for his life. Med trying to pick him back up with the Penance, the Renew. He's going to use his Inner Focus to try and get that free mana heal because he is so low on mana. Hymn of Hope being casted. He's going to get a decent amount of mana back. Looks like he might have dispelled that UA. Yeah, he did manage to dispel the UA after that one. Mito going for the re-stealth behind this pillar. Nice job there. Mito's Cloak about halfway cooled down now. He does have his Trinket available. He does have a Vanish available, I believe, if he wants to use one to try and get out of a really dicey situation. Hottie being opened up on the Water Elemental down to 4% health and is going to end up dying. Now you can see Willhead in a little bit of trouble, 63% health on him. If they can kill his pet, they can almost global him, I guarantee it. But look at this damage being put into him. Really big heal there. That was an Age of Swiftness. Sap from Mito. It's going to be a sap onto Meh. Another sap out onto Marm. Oh my goodness. Mito trying to solo Meh now. The soul swap does go up onto him from that cheap shot into a Garrote. Do they have a Death Coil out of it? They do not. Death Coil is on cooldown. A block goes out for Hottie. He's trying to peel right now. Mito still trying to connect to his target, which is Meh, but he's going to swap on over onto Marm. Marm still fully dotted. Hottie at 56%. Marm down to 59% health. Willhead does pop his Dark Soul. Is trying to reapply those dots now. The Dark Soul dots are so much damage. It does so much more. Marm though down to 63% inside that kidney. Looks like Mito's going to try and open back up onto Hottie. Hottie does have his Master Trinket proc, so Mito's in a little bit of trouble. There's the one Ice Slam that says 21% of his health. He's going to cloak immediately. He's a scared little boy, and I can't say I blame him. This is a kidney shot.
Oh, look at that Ueda spell though. Med Ueda spell just crit. And he just got so low there. He's going to put the Penance back up on himself, but he's falling way behind. He's low on mana as well, and Marm getting in some trouble here, down to 39% HP there. Just throughout the Dismantle, just trying to cut away, but Meh really doesn't have a whole lot left in the tank here to heal his team back up. Chazelle getting a little bit low on mana as well, but there's a kidney onto Willhead. The big shatter does come in, but it's not that mastery triggered shatter, so it's not quite as scary, but still Demon Armor is forced. Gonna need some big heals here. Chazelle actually getting very low on mana now. Is MCS, the port does come out. This smoke bomb goes down from Novas, hit everyone with the AoE fears. I think it's an amazing RMP map, but anyway. Yep. We're going to see Marm come in here. He's going to get Magma Totemed out though, so that's a good start there for the RLS already. We see the immediate port from Willhead as there was no dance, and it means Shadow Step has already been used. Mito's just going to open up onto Marm here. We're going to see some big damage coming out perhaps onto him. But there's a gouge onto Hottie. He's going to be dotted up with that. The CS coming out onto Willhead. Looks like he was locked as he is Spell Flaming. The blink forward now by Hottie. He has his Mastery triggered up. He wants to go for the big damage right off the bat. There's that Deep Freeze. He's going for the Frostbolt. We can see that the Shatter is going to come in. The first one doesn't crit, but now he's dipping him down to about 70% HP, 40% HP. He's in the kidney shot. Hottie, still doesn't have any procs, I guess, right now to use, so he isn't doing too much damage, but Chazelle could be in some trouble. He may have gotten kicked there, I'm not quite sure, or it may have just been a fake, but he is trying to go for those healing surges. The kick comes out now, and it looks like it was fake, so he is going to be able to land that G-heal. He is going to be okay. Hottie now pulling back. He has Spell Stolen off that Dark Soul, that Demon Soul, whatever it is, and the Smoke Bomb goes down from Mito, but Marm just walks out of it.
Yeah, but look at Hottie, still a little bit low on life, 41%. Meh still trying to penance him back up. Flash Shield being casted. Doesn't look like they have an interrupt available for it. I feel like Chazelle should really be more offensive with his shocks, but Hottie is going to have to block nonetheless. Marm gets caught with a Haunt. He does have Cloak available if he needs to use it. Mito choosing to throw right now. I think he should really just be staying out of combat trying to get that re-stealth. He may have that Hemo Bleed on him, but if you time it right, it should be good to go. I believe Hemo takes once every 2 seconds, so if you're
something
on
like
odd,
that.
Yeah. So if you're on an odd number on the debuff duration, you can, re-stealth and then Shadow Step in.
Yeah, he actually does get the re-stealth off just full. Anyway, we saw Meh trying to go for that MD and try to pop him out, but he wasn't able to do it. There's even a sap on Marm. It's got to be annoying. It's going to let Willhead get full dots up, and they're actually going to open up onto on this mage, perhaps. Mito is going to get polyed off, unfortunately for him. He will be dispelled out of that now. He is going to be throwing just kind of tossing his weapon right now, and Marm trying to proc some poisons up. Meh actually sitting down for a drink. Doesn't want to lose on mana. I mean, last game mana became a big problem. Probably wasn't why they lost, but still. Marm, though, going to pop the dance. Smoke Bomb comes out here. Cheap shot into the kidney onto Mito. We do have that Mastery triggered up for Hottie, and that's why I think they're going for that kill. The Cloak is going to be forced here by Mito. He's going to have to pull back. Marm taking some damage himself, though. Out in the middle, Mito going to re-engage. He's going to drop his own smoke bomb, his own dance. The trinket, not available here for Marm. Marm in that coil. We saw that power ward barrier going down immediately, though, from Matt. Good job of him, and Pennant's going to come back out, and Marm going to be fine.
Yeah, but they traded one smoke bomb for a Divine Hymn and a barrier. So that's 2 really good cooldowns for our Disc Priest to use next to the smoke bomb. Smoke bomb is the scariest moment, though, so overall, decent trade, decent trade. Looks like another grip by Matt, or I'm sorry, the grip by Matt onto Marm. Going to pull him out of line of sight. Mito, though, is going to get the re-stealth off of that. Marm's not going to be able to re-stealth, so it's very scary for him. There's going to be the opener up onto Haughty from a Garrote. Are they going to get anything else on that? There's going to be the Trinket proc. 2 Fingers of Frost are up. Frostbolt does go in. Mito doesn't dip at all, though. Really nice healing. Really nice job. To waste the internal cooldown of this Trinket is huge, by the way, you guys. It's very important. Looks like the pet may go down 16%, 12%, 9%, 8%, 18%, 20%, 17%. Health funnel still just being channeled here. He's pulling it back. Mito does get the re-stealth once again. He's hanging out by the other shadow side because he thought someone would try and pick it up, and he wanted to be able to open up on them either right before they did or as soon as they did. If I were him, I would wait, though. You get 5% more damage, and I'm all about the min-max. Marm does get the re-stealth, though. Hanging out in stealth is he. Looks like everyone's trying to stay in combat aside from our rogues. Marm's going to open back up onto Willhead, but Mito's going to open up onto him instantly. Marm at 87% health inside of that gouge. He's going to get kidneyed off of that. The dots are up onto him. Soul swap from Willhead. Who's he going to decide to soul swap them onto? Looks like it's going to be Haughty. Haughty's going to get fully dotted rather. But he does have the Trinket proc once again. It has faded. It looks like Fingers of Frost proc is available. He's going to be doing massive damage to Garrote Silence.
Going to get corroded. There was the Vanished Garrote, the Cloak Dance as well. Mito's trying to go super aggressive here. He's going to get kidding on it anyway, though, so a pretty big waste of that Cloak, actually. He just wanted to stay aggressive with that dance, but the Cloak being used there, and the Trinket being used as well, a lot just came up from Mito, and even Evasion, man. He just stacked everything. He just pressed one button that hit all his cooldowns and tried to go offensive, but gets shut down by a simple kidney shot, and that's not a great situation for him because now he doesn't have Cloak, doesn't have Evasion, doesn't have Trinket. If he gets caught, Mito could definitely go down, but they're going to open up onto Marm. Marm does have his Trinket available, not much damage coming out just yet, as Willhead was stunned anyway. But you see the Howl coming out there. Willhead trying to get those dots rolling. He's going to fake that CS, I think, because I think he faked with Dark Soul to be able to pop that, but may have been locked anyway. The blind coming out on Mito. Will they try to set it up off that? No, there's the dance staff. They're going to keep going on to Willhead. They just don't want him to be able to get those Dark Soul dots out, which is pretty understandable. Shadow Fiend being popped here as well. We have the Mastery Trinket just expiring right now for Haughty Finn, but he does have that Frost Orb out. It's getting him procs. You're getting some extra damage out with that. Frostfire Bolt comes in. The pet's almost dying from him as well. The pet going to get death there by Matt. It's at 3% HP. They want to finish it off, but no one's hitting it. And it is looking like it may actually survive now. Nope, it does go down. As there was an Ice Lance on that. PS though comes out on Haughty. Haughty in a lot of trouble. Gonna have to blink out of that power word barrier, just trying to kite away from this rogue as he does get that blazing speed proc. Matt had to use his trinket there as well. I believe blind was used to force that trinket, and you can see the shot gonna land now onto Haughty. Haughty at 40% HP. Matt still struggling a little bit to pick him back up. And Marm going to go in there. He was throwing out the gouge. I'm not sure quite who it was on, but there's a kidney onto Marm. The CS comes in on Haughty, and Haughty getting pretty low. Marm taking some pressure, and the RLS seeming to kind of regain control.
And there's a smoke bomb going down. Looks like it's on Mito. Mito taking a lot of damage. There's no Mastery Trinket proc, but Mito might die anyway. Went down to 3%. Hugest heal I've ever seen. From 3% to 110%. Haughty, though, down to 28% health. In quite a bit of trouble. Re-stealth by Marm. He's going to start with a Garrote out onto Willhead. Willhead completely fine on health for now. Met at 49% health. He's not doing well on mana, though. Chazelle doing much better on mana at about 40% or so. Haughty at 50% health. Dismantle being cast by Marm. Throws it up onto Mito. Mito looks like he may go for a re-stealth. He's actually going to gouge Marm instead. Start to hemo him. Get some damage going. Chazelle may actually end up looking for a drink. It looks like he's actually pushing forward. I'm sorry. Mad, though, he needs to go for a drink for sure, it seems. Just 5 minutes remaining on this game, and his mana is not doing well at all. Hanging out behind this pillar, going to throw that power word shield onto Marm. Haughty, though, 77% health. There's going to be a fear going out onto Mito. They might actually set up on him out of this. He's being dispelled down. Meh. Actually going to go for the mind control onto Mito. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Hottie at 72% though, throws out that defreeze onto Chazelle. Are they going to try and get anything out of that? Doesn't look like it. Hottie though taking a lot of damage, 39% health. Is going to be Marm opening back up onto our Rogue. Our Rogue is down to 101%, so he's completely fun for now too. That was a burst opportunity. Yeah,
the Demon Soul though still in there. Oh, and look at this. Hottie does have his Mastery Trinket up as well, so he has you know, a lot of damage that could possibly be coming out here if he can get the setup. Will he look for that before it does end? He's going for the Blizzard now, trying to pop him back out, but he's not going to be able to get any damage off. He actually blinks into the pillar there. Mido did just trinket. What did he trinket? Maybe a blind. I think that was a blind from Marm, but Hottie could go down here. 4% HP, 2% HP. He is going to get finished off. Mido comes in with the aggressive cloak. The game's starting up here. Marm going to be sprinting in there. We'll see who he's going to be looking to open up on. He wants to get that sap out. He is able to get the sap this time on Chazelle, the Magma Totem not popping him out. And actually, wow, Hottie already trinketing. He trinketed the growth there to throw down that ring. He wants to catch Mido in it, but Mido gets outside before the arm time. Mido actually already used his trinket as well. The growth now comes up onto Chazelle. Chazelle taking some damage, but Marm is going to be cheap shot off. Marm now gouged as well. People using trinkets left and right in this opener. But 2 have been used on the side of the RMP. Chazelle now caught into that kitty, but he's going for the Sealing Surge. He's going to be able to fake that interrupt. I do believe that we see Frostfire will come in as well. Hottie going to be feared off now into the corner. He's trying to come back, do a little bit more damage, but it looks like Chazelle's done a good job living through this. I don't think he's in too much trouble, but now the Shadow Fiend even being popped, they just get a short fear onto him, and they just want to continue doing the damage to him. We see the Frostbolt coming out. That's going to be sheared, so a really good job by Chazelle. Hasn't had to use really much of anything, but now the Ice Sense is coming in. May actually dip him low enough that he has to use a cooldown here.
Yeah, our Rogue Mido just went from a blinding to sap into redirect kidney, but he's finally able to play, finally able to connect. Chazelle went down to 35%, huge NS heal, picks him back up to 110% health thanks to that Shaman healing talent. But Hottie, 64%. Mido finally able to connect since he hasn't been able to all game. The Mastery Trinket is up, so is this mage going to be able to get any damage off? There's going to be the Deep Freeze onto our Shaman, but the Mastery Trinket has faded. But still, our Shaman in a little bit of trouble from that Deep Freeze into a kidney shot. 43% as it comes out. On a nice sap off the Psychic Scream. Great job by Marm to sap Mido. Mido going to come out of that momentarily. He's going to have to get over peel for his Shaman. He actually got shivved, so he wasn't even able to get the re-stealth. The Link does go down, despite the bomb being there. That was a bomb from our RLS. It was not from the RMP.
Yeah. And I mean, Hottie was actually feared off during that as well, so, you know, Marm was able to solo force that right at the end. The dance now being popped onto Marm. Block was used by Hottie, who did get quite low. Marm, though, caught into the kitty. Matt has quite a bit of work to do here. They did force that Link, but still, Trinket available, no NS available. He has a run cast, he has Trinket, so still some serious cooldowns available here for Chazelle. He did use his Healthstone there, also worth mentioning. And Ring going to go down here for, around Mido, and he's actually just going to walk into it. Yeah, I think he walked into it, unfortunately for him. And now the Deep Freeze, the Smoke Bomb comes down. Chazelle could be in some trouble. Garo comes in off that, and there is the Mastery Trigger proc here. Chazelle going to sit through everything once again. Good peels coming out. Marm howled off. The Dispel now comes out, but Chazelle lands that G-Heal with the Unleashed and the Riptide up. So, I mean, he's going to be able to get himself right back up to full. Dance now being popped by Marm, but he's going to be cheap shot right on that. Chazelle needs to get back away from him, but I mean, Marm looking like this whole dance is going to be wasted. Yep, didn't get one attack off with it. The Shadow Step Kitty coming in though, and look at Chazelle's mana. He's basically and they're just riding him into the ground here. 35% HP. Still haven't had to trigger anything, but it doesn't even matter. He's just getting tapped completely because he hasn't been able to use Water Shield at all, and he's 50% HP, 20k mana, fakes that kick, or tries to fake the kick rather. Dance coming out here from Mido. They're going to swap over on the Med. They're trying to turn it around on the opposing team's healer, and Med trying to kite it away. Does have that growth now expiring, going for the penance. Will be able to land most of that. Reapplying the Fear Ward, going for the flash now. It's going to be okay. Chazelle, though, still, you know, looking at him, his mana really is the biggest issue right now.
Yeah, indeed. Mido going to get caught inside that Fear. The Frostfire Orb does go out onto him. It's actually not doing too much damage, but it is keeping him in combat out of that fear, so he's not going to be able to get the reset. Marm down to 62%. Chazelle entirely tapped 3,000 mana going for the Hex. Jukes the kick, I believe. Or maybe he did get kicked. No, I heard the Hex sound go off. No, it was a Polymorph. I'm sorry. Chazelle, 57%, gets caught inside that kidney shot. Didn't manage to reapply the Riptide right before that. He does have one stack of Earthshield remaining, so he's going to have to reapply. Yeah, it was a good fear. Wellhead, though, he needs to start doing more peels. Needs to start fearing a lot more. Howl of Terror is coming back up momentarily. Just now it did come back up. He gets Psychic Screamed off though. Marm at 46% health. Mido still trying to connect him. Matt doing much better on mana. Matt throwing that penance out onto Marm. Marm gets feared off. So does Hootie. Marm does get dispelled out. Scooty does not just yet. Matt going to go for a drink momentarily, but Chazelle at 24% health. I'm sorry, he's not going to go for the drink. 5%. Will he end up going down? Blanket counterspell. 1% health, and he does end up falling. So now it's all tied up 2-2. It's going to be our RLS and Matt or something. I say it's going to get poppin'. Or it's about to pop off. That's what you say. It's about to pop off. That's my favorite slang. Sap goes out onto Chazelle though. Marm hanging out in stealth. Ring of Frost gonna go down onto Chazelle. He's gonna get rung right now. Mido caught inside of that ring at the same time. Willhead caught in a counterspell. Triple CC. Chazelle in a lot of trouble. He gets Ring of Frosted again as that Shatter lands. He's gonna get corroded out of that. He does have Trinket available. His Nature's Guardian has proc. He has used his Stone Form. He's used his Nature's Swiftness. He's used his Healthstone. He's still in a decent amount of trouble. Kidney Shot now. He might have to Trinket that.
He needs to Trinket this. Yeah, he's sitting there. He's trying to sit through, but there's just he's just taking way too much damage, and thankfully for him, he was able to get that link off in time, but not a good start. He's out of the cooldowns, man. And interesting to see the RLS go back to Nagrand now, after losing here, but that it's going to be the choice. Mido going to be blinded on that dance. They're just going to right back to the blue, man. It seems like this RMP is just locked on target. They figured it out. They're trading the blue, man. We do see that Garoko up onto the Shaman. Is there going to be a kidney off that? Not just yet. Redirect kidney onto Mido out of that sap. So Mido blind into sap into kidney. We need to make sure he can't re-stealth though. Are they going to do that? Wow, he does actually get the re-stealth off. So kind of a mistake there, honestly, to let him do that. But Chazelle's still in a lot of trouble. Going for that healing surge. The step comes over to him. The step kick actually was faked, I do believe, by Chazelle. So a nice job there. He's dropping the ground. He's dropping the Stone Claw, trying his best to stay alive here, trying to stay high on HP. But one good grow kidney could end the game. There it is. Is the mage going to be able to get this damage off? The Ring of Frost goes down. The Smoke Bomb comes out. The defensive Smoke Bomb goes down from Mido. Mido is going to cloak, but out of that cloak, he gets defrozen off of his rogue. So good defensive play there from Haughty. And Chazelle just in a world of hurt, man. He drops the Stone Claw once again, but the Frostfire Bolt's able to break through that, absorb so quick. He's trying to get away, but can he actually do it? He needs to go for the heal here pretty soon. He fakes the kick, but it's not going to be enough. And the RMP are going to be able to train him down 2 straight games. RLS looked like they had it in the bag. They were up a game. They were at match point, but it is just not enough. And the RMP are
versus SHD, Sniping, Love Numb, and Oladota. They've been trash talking, so I'm rooting for them versus Haughty Finn, Marm, and Meh.
Maybe you're gonna jinx him, man. You jinxed the trash talking team in the last one. You made him lose, so we'll see, man. Love Numb charging in. He's gonna pop the immediate AMS, and he is gonna be going hard onto Haughty. I think this is gonna be their target start to finish. We did see them play last time, but it was against the RMP, so will they be able to get anything done here with the Shatter play? They need to be aggressive as the Shatter play. I really feel the MCS onto Oladota, Ring there onto Love Numb. Are they gonna Shatter him with that? They may want to go for that. Well, I'm gonna follow Haughty and see what exactly he's trying to get done here. Yep, Deep Freeze off the Ring. Big damage coming in on Love Numb. Down about 60% HP. Remember, he does not have his AMS because he did use that offensively, and the Force Trinket already on Oladota on his clone. So they get a full sheep on Oladota. They can actually win here right away. Will they be able to get that though? That's the big question. Haughty in a lot of trouble as well. Down to, he gets locked. Oladota gets locked by the Blink CS. That is huge. They could actually get some big pressure. They just need to get some damage going. He goes for the Shatter. The AMS comes up, so second AMS is used. Oladota still has not been able to top off Love Numb though, but can Marm actually keep his mage alive? It doesn't look like it. There's that nice MD, instantly MD'd off by Meh as that trap did come in. He's going to get Silencing Shot off that anyway though. Haughty's still in some trouble, but he is being healed back up, and honestly a pretty good start. There's the full fear. It's going to be Tremored off. Deep Freeze comes in, Silence after that, and Sniping in some trouble here. He doesn't want to Trinket, but he's going to be taking a lot of damage. Impact Stun now coming out. Another Shatter going to land. No, he feigned deaths just in time before that Mastery Shatter did come in, and that would have definitely forced us a major cooldown. So a nice play there by Sniping. But interesting to see them swap off the DK, who's still low. The DK I think would have been a good choice. Haughty though able to eat that trap for his Druid, and I mean the Mastery Trinket now has expired. So unfortunately for him, the AMS is going to be back up. They didn't really go for him during that window, and now the block is forced out. The Monkey Stun comes in. The trap going to land. Can they get the MD on this one? No, because Meh is hexed off. So the triple CC comes in. There's the MD. The second one gets it. Hunter's Mark did go back up, but he did get the freezing trap on the second one.
Yeah, it's not looking good for our shattered play, I feel like, right now. Our shat tree play, rather. Hottie down to 45%, 40%. He tries to blink away. Marm is using his tree form, spamming out the regrowth. Life Blooms do end up proccing. Sniping gets counterspelled right there. I don't believe that was to try and stop a trap. I think it was actually just a fat finger. Oladota does get put inside of a Cyclone right now. He comes out and he's going to shock Hottie on that polymorph attempt. He's going to cast another, though. Yeah, it's full. And who is it going to be their target? It looks like it is going to be Love Gnome.
Yeah, instant deter from Sniping, so they're just going to go on Love Gnome. Now they can swap back on Sniping if they do want to. Oladota has kind of weathered the storm, though. His Trinket's just about to come back up, and the silence goes in. Trinket now coming out there from Sniping. Hottie going to have to block his second block as he does get Grit back in. They're trying to get LOS behind the pillar, but he's not able to do it. And Marm just having such a hard time with all his instant Hunter CC. He is Conk shot right there. Marm going to get the silencing shot now. It was a DR silence, though, so he may be able to get, he did get that regrowth off. Now he's going to be Monkey Stun the trap. Going to land once again. Can they get the MD? They're going to need to. Love Gnome in trouble, though. He doesn't trigger that. He has to trigger that MCS. He has to pet sack and AMC there. So I mean, getting some good offensive pressure finally. But Oladota is sitting like full mana. He has his trinket back, and Hottie has no blocks, and that's the big story here. The shot comes in on that clone. Oladota now going to be able to land that healing surge. Can they ever actually get the CC out that they need? Now the scatter comes in onto Marm. We see disarm on a snipe and silence on Oladota. They're trying to go hard on the snipe in here. Down Monkey Stun off that. He goes for the trap. A nice grip comes in from Meh, though. Meh has to disperse for mana, but Hottie in so much trouble. The regrowth is going to land on Hottie, but will it even be enough? He's down to 50% HP, 48% HP. Now going to get interrupted. The Mind Freeze did come in onto Marm, and Marm going to have to go in for the bash. He does land that, but he's going to be Scare Beasted off, and nice play there by Snipe and landing that Scare Beast. Meh is able to mass dispel it, but still, Hottie is just never out of trouble. We do see that he's stacking up to try to eat that trap, but there's still a Monkey Stun available, I do believe, or Scatter, one or the other is going to be coming out here very shortly. The MCS though comes in on Love Gnome. They're trying to get the damage going, but Oladota still just in the background, spamming out that healing, and really not being pressured at all, so how are they going to get this kill?
Yeah, you can see HottieFin still just trying to deal some damage into Sniping. Sniping at 90%. Blink counterspell goes out onto Oladota, or Shadow Priest Silence rather. Hottie at 53%, 36%. Wow, big damage. He's going to let the Life Blooms proc. Only brings him up to about 68%-ish or so. Scattershot goes out onto Marm. Are they going to be able to stop the trap? Looks like they are able to. Matt throws out Dispel on himself, or I'm sorry, on his target, trying to get the buffs off. Love Gnome at 68% now. Still just hanging out. HottieFin trying to get behind that pillar. He does get gripped in by Love Gnome. He's going to port back. He's going to blink back. Love Gnome taking a decent amount of damage. Oladota at 41,000 mana versus Marm's 120,000, and that is because it's so hard to actually be able to heal with all the CC going out that your mana just regens so nicely. Love Gnome inside of that deep though, 71% to 62% to 50%.
Well, Clone is going to force the trinket on Oladota. If they can get that poly, the sounds comes out. Love Gnome could be in trouble. He does come out of that disarm. The link goes down. Trinket not having to be used, but AMS and Lichborn healings were used there. Trinket was used. Link was used. They got a lot of cooldowns. And although, you know, they are taking so much pressure. Oh my god, look at that burst coming in on Hottie. This could be it right here. He may get kill shot. He blinks behind the pillar, but he's LOSing Marm now. He's trying to LOS the DPS as well, but Marm needs to get back to him, land those heals. He's trying to go for the drink now, just heal up a little bit that he can. But look at this damage. Sniping is just keeping him low. Marm unable to heal him back up. Now he's going to get top mana. Once again, has to disperse for the mana. They just desperately need to get CC on Oladota and finish someone off. But I mean, Hottie's having such a hard time even surviving. He can't really push in to get for that sheep, so it's up to the other two. But there's that fear. The fear is going to sit full. This could be big trouble on Love Gnome. He has to trinket. The MCS DP has to drop the AMS and the AMZ. So I mean, both those have been used. Hottie though may go down here. Oh, the grip was too late. Marm going to get trapped. The MD comes in from Matt, but there's some scatter off of that, and Hottie is trying to get out of there. He's trying to survive. He's trying to come around. The NS does come up. It's going to be something, but it may not be enough. I mean, the blooms aren't even stacked up full just yet, and Marm is a silencing shot. He's going to be in so much trouble. He's trying to go for that regrowth. He's going to get Ghoul stunned on that, Ghoul charge rather, with that interrupted Hottie. 6% HP. Can he actually survive? He blinks again, but Marm is just struggling so hard. He needs to land some regrowths. He needs to do something. The Deep Freeze comes out defensively. The MCS as well to cover that. The Scatter Trap is going to land. It's going to be emptied again immediately. Meh playing so well defensively, landing these instant MDs. It's the only reason that Hottie is still alive. The grip coming out, though. Does he have his blink available? He's able to blink back through the ring. The AMS, though, is up once again for Luvenum. He's trying to go hard here with that aggressive AMS, and it's going to net them another block. The Fear comes out. The silence going down on Oladota. You know, Marm still has a ton of mana. He's trying to get a clone off that. Will he be able to land it? He does land that clone onto Luvenum. They're trying to go hard on Snipe, and look at the burst on Snipe, and he has no trinket available. MCS on Oladota. Could this be the turnaround that they need? The impact stun comes off that deep freeze. Another shatter may come out. He's going to force the disperse. Hottie, though, still in some trouble here. He's trying to get away from Luvenum. He's going to get the sheep onto him. That'll be dispelled off, though, very quickly. Meh once again in the disperse for the mana. Just knows he has to keep his mana high, has to be able to do those MDs or they are dead.
Yeah, but Sniping is using Royal Sacrifice every single deep. Oladota doing not well on mana whatsoever. 13,000. Alarm doing completely fine. There is only 4 minutes and 27 seconds remaining on this game. Oladota looks to be going for the drink right now. He's hanging out at the pillar, not doing anything. There's the sip. AMS is used by Luvenum. He knows that his healer wants to drink. They're actually swapping over onto Med because he doesn't have that disperse down to 28% already. Deep Freeze does go out. It is on Luvenum. He's going to ice or counterspell him as well. That way he can't icebound Fortitude it. Oh yeah, good call. He does. Yeah. He does manage to get back in shot from him.
He does get back in, so that is, you know, that is important that he did notice that. Sometimes people think they got back in, you know, they didn't, but good job at him noticing that. Oladota, you know, is low on mana, so if they could somehow stabilize, I mean, and the one thing that's good about this is Hottie, you know, doesn't have any blocks and they're not on him right now. They're letting him get freed up a little bit, and he doesn't have that mastery triggered up, and we know how much damage he can do with that. Can he set something up though? Can he actually go for the sheep onto Oladota? I mean, I feel like he needs to be more aggressive with the CC. Now that he's being ignored, he needs to take advantage of it, but he's just going for the damage instead. Sniping, getting bursted down dangerously low. The NS comes out, the deter comes out. That was a readiness deter and an NS, and now the clone is going to be triggered immediately by Oladota. He is tapped. It looks like they may be able to turn this around. They need to stay aggressive. The full sheep comes out. Are they going to be able to finish off Snipe? And they need to chase him down. Get over there. Go for the damage. But Hottie looks like he wants to swap. I think this is a horrible decision. He's trying to swap on the DK who has AMS up. He needs to just chase him and finish him off, but he doesn't. And the Spirit Link comes down, and that could be a critical mistake from Hottie trying to make that swap. But look at that shatter on the Oladota. Brings it down to 20% through the Spirit Link. A massive damage coming out with that mastery proc. But now Lichborn has been popped. Trying to do some Lichborn healing here. Shaman in some trouble. Sniping in some trouble as well. The trap comes out. It's going to be MD, but Meh is taking a lot of damage himself. And Meh is going to have to pull back. He's at 40% HP. Pops his trinket. He's going to get gripped in there. Could be in a bit of trouble, but Marm having that tree form up, it looks like he is going to be okay. The scatter coming in onto Marm. Will the trap be able to come off? That doesn't look like it. Sniping couldn't get into LOS. The deep freeze comes out on Oladota. Are they going to go for CC off that? No. The damage coming out now onto him. Silence off that. Look at that massive burst from the mage coming out. The silence overlapped. We do see that the clone is out on Snipe. There's no peels available. I don't know if he's going to be able to survive. DR MCS comes in. Will it be enough? The Riptide comes out. 8% HP. Urshield goes back up 6% HP. Oladota is going to fall. And Meh, Hottiefin, and Marm somehow, some way do survive. They're going to take their first game in an incredible, incredible match.
Wow. That was insane.
Do you think it's viable to kill? I mean, it's obviously good to kill.
Oh,
Shaman
yeah.
Do you think it's viable to kill the Druid?
Yeah, I think it is. I mean, Desecrate's huge. You know, the Druid's going to be snared by it the whole time. They're actually just going to hit the Shadow Priest, though. Down to 85% already. Deep Freeze goes out on Oladota, followed by a Polymorph. There's a Ring of Frost going down. Meh, down to 42%, though. In a lot of trouble. They're going to throw the Frostfire Orb. Sniping already going to have to use his deter. Frostfire, or Frostbolt being cast onto Luvenum. He is playing in silence right now. Down to 40% already. Inside that impact stun, went down to 12%, 9%. Sacks his pet. He goes down to AMZ. So much damage going into him. Oh my goodness, my friend. And now Polymorph's being cast onto the Sniping. Really great start for our Shatter play.
Yeah, but at the same time, I mean, they didn't get anything. They didn't really get anything from that. I mean, Sniping actually, what did he trinket? He trinketed something into a deep freeze. I don't even know what. The Link has to go down immediately. In a lot of trouble there. I'm not sure what he triggered at all, but maybe a Cyclone or something? I don't know, but that was some risky business there, man. And that first deter he used was at 100% HP. The second deter is going to be available, but still, he could be in some trouble. You know, if they're able to take advantage of that. But I mean, yeah, Luvenum got really low, but he got greedy as hell, man. He sat everything. He didn't trinket, neither did Oladota, so they do have that going for them, and Matt in a lot of trouble here. May have to use his first disperse soon. Marm has already trinket. The silence comes out. They're going to try to burst onto this. Silence deep freeze. Now there's a trinket. Yep, that does come out. Can they get an ACC here on a Marm? There's a grip on a Marm on that regrowth. Met in some big trouble here. I do believe as the Hots have kind of fallen off. Regrowth being spammed out once again though. Looks like Marm is going to be able to heal him up for now. And Met has pulled back. He wants to pull this DK into a bad spot. Allow him to kind of just turtle, or rather tunnel away onto him. when he's out in the map. But we'll see. Haughty now is going to be the target for a bit. They're going to swap it over onto him. But do you think it's really the best decision just going to swap over to Mage now after being on this breach for that long? I mean, I guess they didn't force disperse, so it seems fine.
Yeah, I feel like they realize that the Shadow Priest isn't working out for them. You know, they're not trying to get anything, it seems. They just realize this isn't working. We need to hit the Mage. Mage is doing far too much damage. They have far too many scary moments. Sniping's been down to 24%, and Lubnum's been down to 9%. And we're only like 2 minutes into the game. So, anyway, Sans goes out onto Oladota. Cycle goes out onto Lubnum. Looks like they might try and set up onto Oladota. There's a deep freeze out of that. Big Mind Blast going in. Dips him down to 40%, 38%. There's a disarm out of that one. Nature's Guardian is proc right now. Royal Sacrifice coming in a little bit later. There's a wing counter spell. 15% health, 1% health. He riptides himself. Nature's Guardian's going to fall in 1 second, and he does end up dying. A quick 2-0 lead for our Shatter Play.
Wow.
They may be our champions for this tournament. Oh my god. Are all still playing the same comps. Looks like they're all going to be playing the same races as well. You know, everyone really likes the human for the double trinkets, but you know, it's really good in this matchup. But if there's a warlock, I feel like undead's just better. Just my opinion, though. I'm not a big fan of the double trinket. Anyway, there's going to be a Frost Nova going out onto Oladota.
Oh, nice master call.
That was a good free.
Oh, but the VT dispel puts him into it, and Sniping gonna get defrozen. That's so unfortunate, man. Sniping not gonna take too much damage. That was actually such a good Master's call on the Nova MCS ring. He denied it completely, but then he got VT feared into it anyway. Silence comes out, but that's gonna be DR'd. Haughty taking a lot of damage. But what are some of these deters from Sniping, man? I feel like he just wants the readiness, so he just presses deter or something. But I mean, he was at 80% HP or so. Haughty's running into the back, and he deters. And last game he deterred 100% HP too. I don't know if he's just doing a deter CC or what, but anyway. We do see a disarm coming out on Sniping. Fear going to follow that up. It's going to be, wow, Trinket's on that Fear. He wants to get really aggressive. They could regret that. We'll see what happens, though. Haughty in some trouble, though, taking a lot of damage. Scatter going to come in onto Marm. Will he be trapped off that? Doesn't look like it just yet. Haughty, though, in so much trouble, is going to have to block. This strategy working way better than the last game. Oh, wow. And now Marm actually I think he just wandered back into the trap, and it's being constantly remarked. It takes 3 MDs to get it back off, so a nice job there. Sniping put into the Fear. He's going to be feared off into an awkward spot. Silence over that, and they are going to make a swap over on a Sniping, I do believe. And now this is where he could regret drinking that Fear earlier if they can get that deep freeze on him, but it doesn't look like they can just yet. Silencing shot on the clone from Marm. Scatter following that up. He's going to go for the trap. It will land. He needs to mark it. Oh, instant MD from Matt. Such good timing there with that MD, and we are going to see Haughty taking a ton of damage. Disperse coming out from Matt for the mana. Will they actually swap it to him after that? I don't think so. I think they're just going to continue going on to this mage.
Yeah, epic play so far. Sniping, still tunneling into Haughty. Haughty's using the Evil Cape right now. He is a little bit low on mana, and it does give him a little bit of health back. AMS used by Lubnum. Kind of an early AMS, but he's doing a lot of damage with it because he doesn't have to worry about being CC, doesn't have to worry about taking any damage. 30% on Haughty. He does have an Ice Block available, I believe. There he is. He is going to use it. Really nice job by him. Lubnum not able to take that with his Dark Simulacrum. Scattershot comes up by Sniping right there. Oladota did just recently use his Trinket Sniping inside of that Deep Freeze. No Trinket available. Like you said, he Trinketed a little bit early last time. Full dots are up on him. Nice job by our Shadow Priest of Mehi. Mehi still trying to throw out the Power Word shields whenever he can. There's going to be a disarm on this Sniping. He has to play so defensive this game. Always having to throw out the disarms. I'm sorry, not dispels. Haughty though down to 30%, 32%. No more blocks remaining for him. He's in a lot of trouble. Sniper doing so much damage, but he's dipping pretty low on health. 59% right now. He's trying to dismiss his monkey. He gets another one out. There's going to be another deter for him. Just his last deter. There's a deep freeze though. He's going to Roar of Sacrifice a little bit late. That I believe that Frostfire Bolt did crit. 31% on Haughty though. Big heals being pumped by Mehi and by Marm. Mehi gonna have to disperse for mana. And you know, they have forced 2 blocks, but they were trying to kill Mehi earlier. I feel like they might actually hit him out of that. Nah, what am I kidding?
I think they should just keep going mage, man. Just lock on target, man. And I think it's the right strategy actually. I mean, you just see how much less damage that they're taking when they're on this mage compared to when they're on the Shadow Priest. The mage damage is massive, so they want to focus him. And we do see the Deep Freeze MCS coming out on Lubnum. Silence going to be used on that Hexa from Oladota. AMS comes out of that though, but I mean, you know, you just can't get the cast off really. And we do see the Scatter coming out on Marm. The trap is going to land. Oh my God, did that even land? That was MD in like a millisecond. Really good job there by Matt. Pentax's going to come out from Lubnum. He's taking a lot of damage. Another trap going to come in here on a Marm. That's going to be instantly emptied as well. Med is all over this stuff. They need to cross CC, man. They need to throw a silencing shot on him or do something to stop those MDs, because this is just ridiculous. He's breaking up everything, but that's also why he's ooming so much. And he does get the evangelism up there, spamming those mind plays to get that that stacked up. And we do see Lovenum taking some damage. Sniping does have that trinket proc now. He's going to be disarmed. He's actually going to trinket the disarm. Interesting. And Ola Dota is going to be put into the clone, and they're going to try to capitalize on this trinket. They have a deep freeze. The Frostfire Bolt comes crashing in. He's down to about 50% HP. Silence comes off that. Ola Dota doesn't want to trinket just yet. We do see a Roar Sack going up there, I do believe. Haughty taking some damage. He hasn't had to block in a while. Scatter comes in on Marm, and now it's going to be Grip. So nice job by Meh. He's just denying everything.
Indeed, sniping down to 57%. Ola Dota throws down the grinding totem, dispel out of that. Haughty down to 86%, triple stack with Life Bloom. He also has a Rejuve, also has a Regrowth, also has a Wild Growth. Just every hot in the game that he can have on him outside of a Renew, or for his team rather. Lovenum down to 55%, health gets caught inside that Cone of Cold, Blanket Counterspell onto Ola Dota. There's going to be a shock. Really love it when this guy does use his shock abilities. Frost or Polymorph does go out. Looks like it was cleansed instantly. Nice job by Ola Dota. AMS does go up, sniping in a polymorph once again. He's going to get mind controlled actually. He tried to run him into the middle of the map. No, it does end early, but now there's going to be a fear going out onto sniping. A tremor totem used by Ola Dota though. So next time there's a fear, maybe we could actually see a kill be landed. He does have trinket available though. So 6 minutes 35 seconds remaining on the game. The 10% debuff
just got locked on that though, on that Cyclone, and he's starting to fall behind here. 30% HP on the Haughty. That Regrowth does crit. He's going to be silencing shot again. That was a readiness silencing shot. Gets locked twice in a row by the Hunter. They're now into the scatter. He has to trigger that scatter to NS. Do they have any full CC for him? That could be huge, because he had to use a trinket on the scatter. If they can get a full trap on him, that would be massive. The clone comes out, going to be overlapped with that sheep, but that is fine. It would have been dispelled anyway. Ola Dota in the mix of that did have to trinket, not sure what, but he did have to use it. And Marm going to be monkey stun. Can they land that trap? Doesn't look like it just yet. He is kind of just caught in the back there though, and they're going to make the big swap onto Ola Dota. Ola Dota, they kind of feared off into the corner. He does have a silence up. He's just going to be backing himself up there, healing himself off, and we see Haughty is not able to chase out there. He's so low. He may have to block here once again. 30% HP. If he gets hit with anything, there's a full strength. It gets MD, but he gets scattered off. This could be the end for Haughty here. I'm not even sure if he has a block up. The full trap does land. It gets MD'd. It takes 2 MDs to do it. The second block, or whatever block has to be used, that's the last one he has for a while though. The Mastery Trigger was procced there, but not able to really take advantage. Unless he can get a Shadow right now. He's going to go for the Evo. He needs that mana back, and he knows it. And he's actually going to get a full Evo, so a good job by him. And he's going to pop out that Frost Orb, start getting some procs off here. And he's going to look for some damage, but who's it going to be on? Are they going to try to go back to the Shaman, you think?
You know, Shaman might not be a bad idea, but the Roar Sacrifice are really just screwing them over and over. Scatter Shot goes out. Can the trap be eaten? No, it cannot be eaten. The Master Spell, it does get the spell, but man, he down to 3% and he actually is going to fall. I told you, man. What did I tell you? I said the Shadow Priest. Did I say Shadow Priest? I think I did.
It was a good swap, man. Yeah.
Thanks, Dad.
Yeah.
Is that what I'm gonna say? Thanks, Dad.
Yeah.
Alright, guys. So it looks like this DK is gonna run in here. He's gonna pop AMS first global. Literally Chains of Ice followed by AMS. But it does give him a lot of runic power. He's able to summon that Gargoyle. It would do a lot of damage on the Haughty. Instantly down to 41% health. Triple Life Loom gonna proc it. Looks like it does because the Druid is in the Monkey Stun. He gets a trap on the first Master Spell. Hex gets decursed by our Druid of Marm. Lovenum down to 78%. He does have Gift of the Naru. He's also inside that Roar Sacrifice. Sniping though inside of a disarm. 55% is gonna trinket and deter. Ola Dota has to use his Nature Swiftness. He does have his trinket available. He does have his link available. But like I said, no Gift of the Naru. Lovenum down to 40%. He's going to sack his pet, pick himself back up to 72%. Lovenum running around a pillar, trying to connect over onto Haughtyfin. Haughtyfin doing a good job bringing his DK away from his Shaman healer. There's going to be a full fear onto Ola Dota, no trinket, no tremor. Now, you see Sniping down to 40%. Trinket was just used, rather. Sniping 46%, trying to disengage away. Hanging out behind the pillar as Ola Dota. You can see Meh, he's going to throw that silence onto Ola Dota. Sniping still at 45% health. There's a deep freeze on a Lovenum. He's going to trinket an AMS. The reason for the blanket counterspell over that deep freeze was that so that he could not use his Icebound Fortitude. All three are hanging out on this pillar, and I really like this map choice, man. Look at that. They've got a Mindseer. Mindseer being used to hit all 3 targets. I do like that. Talbadar's #1 goal in Cataclysm was to kill someone with Mindseer. Fun fact for you guys.
Fun fact. Hashtag trivia. There you go.
Hashtag trivia.
So
God damn
we do have Lumnum getting deep frozen. MCS comes out on him. Full trap on the Marm. Are they going to... Oh, there's a Hex. Good. They cross CC. They did it, guys. And so no MD can come out. And Hottie taking a lot of damage right now. There's a scatter off that trap. Hottie in some trouble here. The block may be forced. 30% HP. He has to be careful he doesn't get in kill shot range. There's a Strangulate. The NS already came out. It's not going to be enough. He is going to have to block. The flash shields did come in from Meth, but it was not enough. And we do see that there's a Marm just chilling out right now. He still has his trinket remaining. We do see the Fear coming out onto Ola Dota. It's going to sit full. Deep Freeze on a Sniping. Sniping could be in some trouble here. The Deep Freeze is about to end. Do they have anything off that? Maybe a Disarm or something. Silence comes out. Bash comes out onto Ola Dota. They didn't overlap. Will that cost them their kill? It may have, because he did get dangerously low, but there's nothing else to follow it up. And Sniping, I think, is going to get healed back up by the Ceiling Surge. It will land. The Turf Force, though. The CS came in. Was it fake? Oh, God. He's going to walk into the ring. Yeah, he did walk into the ring. Oh, no. And Hottie in some trouble, but Sniping, he's going to get deep frozen once again. He just engages into the ring. He gets shattered off that. The Link goes down just in time. The clone is spicked a split second too late. It was just way... Oh, so close. Oh, my God. But now Ola Dota just gets feared in the ring again. They're just getting... This is a bad ring, man. They're going to have some bad memories about this.
It's a great ring.
NS comes out, but... Wow, that was close.
They want to secure the victory here, so they're trying to put a ring on it. AMZ goes down for Lumnum. He's just hanging out inside of it. He's actually going to get shattered here pretty hard, it looks like. The trinket just procced. It goes from 90% to 69%. Roar Sacrifice comes a little bit late there. Lumnum at 83% health now. Marm not doing so hot on mana compared to previous games. He's at 70,000, whereas Ola Dota at about 50,000. Sniping running behind this pillar. They're sort of just waiting for their cooldowns, it looks like. There's a silence going out onto Ola Dota, though. Maybe a little bit early. There's a trinket used by Lumnum. AMS does go up. He's going to have a lot of ruining power. His Gargoyle is available, I believe, so he might actually want to use it pretty soon here. But you can see Ola Dota caught inside of that Fear. Doesn't have any way out of it. Hottie inside of quite a bit of damage, 59%, now 82%. He does have triple stack of Life Loom coming back up. I believe they did just proc on him. Lumnum at 80% health, Gift of the Nard used on him as well. He's got the Gargoyle out. He's going to be doing a lot of damage onto Hottiefen. Hottiefin's trinket did proc. If they can somehow stop the monkey from Roar of Sacrificing, they're just going to blow someone up. You know, maybe it's worth it to
down that monkey, man.
If they fear the monkey,
maybe you gotta kill the monkey. God damn it! It killed my monkeys. Can't do anything.
God damn it!
Yeah. They just got. They said hearts off the monkey, man. There you go. That's the strat.
It's the final game. Maybe they should just kill the monkeys.
It's not the final game, my friend.
If they win.
That's true. There's a sound. There's a silence on Ola Dota. He's gonna get the tremor down. Anyway, though, the AMS does come out from Lumnum. Lumnum could be in a bit of trouble here. He is in that Nova. We did see that the Shadow Fiend was popped there from Matt. We wanted to get that damage rolling, and Hottie going to be taking a lot of damage himself here. Is in some trouble. Matt stuck in that. The MD comes out. It's a little bit late, but Hottie could be forced into a block as a result. 30%, 10% HP. He's got a block. The block does come out. The kill shot was flying towards him, just swooping through the air, man, looking for that W, but not able to get it just yet. We do see Lumnum now pulling back behind the pillar. He's going to get Nova. He's going to get rung. Look where he is. Why did he run to the other side of the map away from Ola Dota? That is an awkward spot to be in. Now the Deep Freeze, the swap on Ola Dota. Ola Dota had to come out to try to dispel him. Now he's into the Sheep, and Lumnum is in so much trouble. The silence comes out. That could have been the critical mistake that cost them the series. Do they have any follow-up CC? Looks like another Sheep, another clone come out, but the AMS is up, and I think he's going to be okay.
Yeah, overlap, double counterspell on Ola Dota, and the polymorph with the Cyclone. But, you know, Lumnum did have a lot of cooldowns. It appears as though he would have been in that situation anyway. Marm at 100% health, but 40,000 mana. He gets put inside of his scatter shot. Hottiefen, 71% health. He does have that Mastery Trigger proc on him right now. He's going to try and go invis, but I believe that's just to try and get the pets off of him or something, because he's going to get knocked out very quickly from those dots. Mehi throwing out the Mind Flake, going for the big Mind Blast on the Sniping, down to 80%, gets impacted right there. Marm trying to cast a regrowth. He's going to get a silencing shot on that one though. Ola Dota, 60,000 mana, trying to keep his team topped all game long because his team has such incredible burst. The 10% debuff is out. Sniping at 75% health. Hottiefen down to 73%. Marm's still just channeling those healers. He's going to throw up the Insect Swarm. There's a Deter coming out by Sniping, trying to get another pet out. The Cyclone on Ola Dota. This might be the end of the game, actually. 22% on Sniping. He's hanging out behind the spell. Blanket counter spell. 10% on Sniping. 12%,
yeah,
11% another. Oh my god, that's the game, guys. That is it. They have done it. They have won. They have managed to defeat the Trash Talkers. Listen, guys, if you ever sign up for an arena tournament and you want to come in second place, just trash talk.
There you go, man. There you have it. I told
You're
you.
gonna lose in the
That's
finals.
2 in a row, man. Two tournaments in a row that you jinxed. And Conrad costing Ole Dota, Sniping, and Lovenum that first place prize. So, Conrad, man, they cannot be too happy with you. But,
I'm sorry.
and Ole Dota,